Hi everybody, it's Susan from Sunrise Quilt Studio. I finally got around to quilting the Christmas Cottage quilt from the 12 Days of Christmas of 2020, and I want to show you how that turned out. And I apologize for the background noise. I tried to find a quiet place in my house to film, and somebody's outside mowing the lawn, so I can't get away from it. But anyway, we're gonna just jump right on into the video, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, I am working on the Christmas Cottage quilt finally. It's August 1st, and I finished this December last year. I finished piecing it and putting it together. What I'm doing, I've got it all stabilized right now, and what I did is something that I don't do a whole lot, is I switched thread colors when I stitched in the ditch. So on this stitch here, it lands in the green border, so I used a green thread, and in here I used an off-white in the light blocks, and in the dark blocks, which you can see down here, when that landed in the ditch, I used a dark blue fabric or dark blue thread. So that way things aren't going to stand out. Like up here, I thought, well, I could just use the blue and everything, and anytime I wavered a little bit, like over here, which I don't know if you can see that, I could see it real easily. So I didn't like that, so I decided to go ahead and change thread colors. In the borders here, I decided to do piano keys. So I marked it first with a pounce pad and a stencil, and for some reason I guess I didn't have the stencil exactly perpendicular, and so my lines were kind of wonky, so I just ignored the chalk and just did it with the machine and a straight edge. So I'm doing that. Now the thread in here is gold. It's Glide polyester thread, and it's a real shiny looking thread. I'm going to do piano keys in the outer border. I'm going to do a loop in the inner border. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do in the background of the blocks yet. This is one of those quilts where I need to be working on it to kind of figure it out. So I figure it out as I go. I don't have the corner done here, and the reason is I'm going to put some kind of a motif in here. I don't know if I'm going to do a swirly motif or a snowflake type thing, because that's what's in the fabric. So I'm going to copy that. I imagine I'll put in a snowflake. I just have to figure out what I want it to look like. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to stitch this first line right here in the ditch. And I'm using, this is Rob's Universal Ruler. I don't know if you can get this anymore, but it has markings here. Use the side with a 1/2 inch hopping foot, the side with a 3/4 inch hopping foot. So I know if I do it on this third line, it's going to give me an inch. It says 1 inch right here. So I just line up this third line with this stitching, and then I know I'm at an inch. And then I just shoot across, and then I'm just going to come down and go back. Now you can do this with your channel locks on if you want. That'll slow you down, which is not a bad thing. Okay, I'm going to show you a little bit about where I am at this point. On this block, I just got started on it, but I am outlining this house in the gold glide thread, and anywhere where there is gold embroidery, I'm outlining it with the gold glide. And over here is another house that I've done, another block, and with the trees I'm just doing a simple outline also on that, on the inside, just kind of, you know, tack down some big spaces, and then here some more outlining. And this block here, the tree is the same. I did outline the outside of this tree and then did the kind of the V here. And then I'll do the same thing with white in this house here. Okay, I am close to being done. I'm working on the background now of the blocks, and I've already done the light blocks here, and I used my white glide thread in there. In these darker ones though, I'm going to use a blue that matches, because I don't want the background to be taken away from all the applique in here. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this very well, but I'm gonna go ahead and do some quilting in here, and maybe you can see that. In the end, when I get this done, I will show you close-ups of the blocks. So it's basically, I'm just doing swirls. Now everything has been stitched around, all the applique pieces have been stitched around, so I don't have to do any of that. I've done some work inside of the blocks, like this one I have quilted in some scallops to copy what's going on here on the edge. And anyway, I'm going to start quilting in some loose swirls. These won't be the tight ones that I do quite a bit. These are going to be loose, so hopefully it looks more like wind blowing than just a background filler. And I'm going pretty slow right here. I like to do this with the automatic turned off, so just on manual. But I found with the glide thread, it heats up the needle too much, and the glide thread, it just melts it and it breaks. So this is a cotton thread that I'm using right now. It's Signature 100% cotton. But anyway, I'm gonna keep on quilting. Okay, there's one block done. I think I have 6 more to go and then I'll be done. Okay, I'm going to do some quilting here in the door, and I'm just going to do some straight line quilting. I need to thread my needle first. I think I'm ready now. Much better. That's better. I don't know if you can see the difference, but now this is laying flat instead of being puffed up, kind of like in here and in here. For this tree here, I'm going to go ahead and actually do some more quilting in here and see what that looks like. Kind of use this as my test for the rest of the trees. See if it's worth it. And that looks okay, actually, so. I'll just carry that across. And let me go. Okay, now I'm not gonna worry about this here, but I'm gonna come down and work on this part. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so I'm going to go through the quilt and work with my white thread, and then I'll switch over to gold and do anything I think needs gold thread on it. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you enjoyed the photos that show you more of the detail of the quilting. Now, this video didn't have as much quilting in it as what I would normally put in there, but a lot of it was just repetitive, so I kind of showed you a sample of what's in the quilt overall. So I hope you got the feel for what this quilt looks like, and I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video comes up. And in the meantime, I hope you are all staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. For more quilting ideas, click on the video links. And to keep up with my latest projects, click on the subscribe button. I hope to see you again soon.